Good morning and good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you're joining us from, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Peter Ture from Business Review, and I'll be your host today. It is our pleasure to have with us TAV Technologies, who will be presenting us on a topic titled Operational Excellence in Airports. Before we begin, I'd like to give an introduction to our panel discussion today. The world is changing, and so are the airports. Today's airports are highly complex environments and require excellence across, in this case, various concepts. This complexity requires new technologies and adaptations to airport operations. In today's panel discussion, hosted by TAV Technologies, aviation experts will discuss how airports can achieve operational excellence in the new world, what are its challenges, and how can they benefit from the recent technologies to operate efficiently, boost their revenues, and ensure passenger safety at every step of their journey. But let me introduce you to our speakers for today's panel discussion. We have with us, in this case, Slavica Kuvinjera, who is the IT coordinator for Macedonia, Tunisia, and Georgia. We also have with us Pero Lupevsky, who is the terminal operations and ground handling manager. I would first, in this case, you could say, do a brief, you could say passover between both, in this case, Pedro as well as Slavica, in this case, though, and just to ensure that we, in this case, bounce between them during this panel discussion. But for now, let me introduce you to our first topic, which is on airport operations from different perspectives and challenges. Airport operations have always been sophisticated and need to be managed by complex IT environments. There is no doubt that operational efficiency and enhanced passenger experience have been crucial for airports to stay competitive. We'd like to understand more of the nature of airport operations from different perspectives. So, first of all, over to you, Pero. What are the daily challenges and changes in airport operations management from an operational perspective?
Hi, let me first introduce myself. I'm Pero Lupevsky, Terminal Operation and Ground Handling Manager in TAV Tunisia, also in charge for airside operation and route development in TAV Tunisia. And I started a long time ago, I'm in aviation more than 29 years. I started in security field first, and I actually started the private security at the airports. At that time, it was the major point to establish security as a private company within the airport. So I was working over there several years. After that, I opened another chapter. I moved in ground handling. And I have worked in all departments in ground handling, such as ramp handling supervisor, load planning, flight operation, and response for making coordination between flight crew, airline representatives, and departments. After the ground handling, I took over the position of airport operations duty managers, monitoring both landside and airside operation, and ensures both are conducted safely and efficiently. After this chapter, I was appointed as an airside manager, and I was leading and directing the airside operation activity in Skopje International Airport. And after that, I came in TAV Tunisia, and I was appointed, as I said, as a terminal operation ground handling manager, also in charge for airside operation and route development. Despite the challenges at my work and consistent professional education, during my work, I have decided to further develop myself in other fields, like I have mastered in management of strategic communication, corporate communications, and integrated marketing communications. Since I was a part of several departments at the airport, I'm deeply involved in the overall operation process at the airport. And about your question, Peter, the expectation and requirements for modern airports change enormously the last 21st century. From an operations perspective, airports face a variety of challenges. And altering markets and customers' changing needs. Therefore, managing an airport requires the use of various means to support airport operation from landside to airside. Although safety and security are priority for airports, airport management must also focus on ways to make airport businesses and operations more efficient. Mainly, the daily challenges in airport operations management are the high volume of passenger versus the airport capacities, outdated infrastructure in all terminals also, airport congestion, airport operation management, passenger flow optimization, and a relation of the airport with stakeholders in light of the above mentions. Also, cybersecurity, driving sustainability, attracting a talented workflow that will easily adapt the new technologies, and IT literate. For an airport to meet these challenges, new strategies, technologies, and investment are required. It is imperative to evaluate how new technologies can benefit airports and how these technologies can be smoothly integrated into airport processes so that a high level of safety, security, and passenger experience is guaranteed. Significant changes in favor of automation and digitalization have taken place in the last decade of airports operation. Yet still, there is a long way to go to integrate all of this, all available data into one big data, like illustrate information and interpret those in real time to add value to day-to-day operations. Also, the pandemic has accelerated and demanded technological changes that address the critical issues that industry faces in the COVID time in the world. Those are mostly the challenges that we are facing. Peter?
Sure, thank you very much, Pedro. Now, over to you, Slavica. Would you care to introduce yourself before we approach things from an IT perspective?
Well, good afternoon and welcome, everybody. I would like to start things off by thanking the organization for inviting me to speak. I would also like to thank everyone in attendance. It is an honor being here today. Since you already sacrificed your afternoon, I hope that you will enjoy the time we spend together today. I will really try to touch on all of the most important ideas that are the driving force in this industry. So, since we all know that operational excellence at the airports is not an easy thing, I would really tell a little about myself so you could understand really what gives me the authority to talk on such complex issues. So I'm an electrical engineer and an IT professional with over 26 years of hands-on expertise. So last 15 years, I'm in the aviation sector. Back in 2007, I started as the director of IT department at Skopje International Airport. So now I'm the coordinator of TAV Technologies for 6 airports in 3 countries, Macedonia, Georgia, and Tunisia. So practically, I'm running the daily of IT operations with more than 30 systems at each airport, and about taking care about constant and agile digital transformation for all these airports, providing and implementing dozens of projects for each airport every year. So I will now go to the question that you have asked me about operational excellence in this constant changes, time of constant changes and transformation. So achieving operational excellence at airports is a full organizational journey. In order to airports to achieve this goal, we as TAV Technologies need to provide operational excellence in services that we provide. And it takes a lot of agility and a lot of proactivity. And this is where TAV Technologies is really good at. So our motto is, which we refer to our clients actually, the airport. Let us take care of your IT so you can focus on your business. So we are not just the vendor of the software solutions, but we are really part of the daily life of the airport operations. We are performing 24/7 on-site support with local teams, as well as centralized support from headquarters for all our clients. We are literally taking care about everything, from network and infrastructure like servers to very complex airport operational systems, baggage processing, passenger processing, all kinds of business suites that are needed to run the business, like ERP, cargo, car park, and with the special accent to cybersecurity, which is at utmost importance, safe and reliable operations. So in order our customers, the airports, to provide the smooth operations and seamless passenger processing and optimized turnaround times with the aircraft, all this complex IT environment needs to work in collaboration and without any interruption. Just to put you in our shoes, like in a regular, normal day at the airport, like just imagine for a moment a peak hour at the terminal. Check-in counters packed with passengers, people running toward passport control via e-gates, a lot of suitcases running on the belts, and suddenly BRS stops or departure control system is not working or internet is not working. So imagine all that chaos in case of people start to do everything manually. So when it's showtime, everything needs to be up and running. I was just trying to present you what are the complexities behind the scenes and what my teams at the stage are really facing with. So we are not allowing any downtime to happen. We are mitigating the incidents by taking proactive approach, by doing a lot of proactive planning, preventive maintenance, capacity planning, and we have a lot of tools and a lot of monitoring tools in our hands. We have a big ecosystem with our vendors, with our partners, with our third-party support companies. A lot of KPIs are followed by us, like availability, SLAs, resolution times, response times. So these are all done with one purpose, to provide one big KPI, which is operational excellence. So this is our generally life at the airport. Peter?
Our life.
Great. Thank you very much for that, Slavisa. Just to expand upon that then, how did technology help your airports to be awarded ACI's ASQ award?
Well, as the very name of this award, like Airport Service Quality Awards, it means that it celebrates and showcases the world's best airports as voted by travelers. So it is all about passenger satisfaction. When it comes to satisfaction, passengers, we would normally say they would like to enjoy in the nice environment, intense lounges, clean toilets, hygienic measures, but technology is also driving passenger satisfaction. Passengers are increasingly comfortable with the use of technology in their everyday lives, and they are demanding more services as they appreciate the benefits of technology can bring to their journey. So one thing we know for sure, like passengers, we also do appreciate a reliable Wi-Fi connection, as well as usage of biometrics and smart airport solution. Due to the latest COVID-19 situation, contactless solutions and pre-ordering software are highly appreciated as well. But one thing that put a passenger also under a lot of stress during the travel is wondering, will I catch my flight on time? How long will it take to pass the passport control or check-in control? So this put a passenger under a lot of stress. So our company, TAV Technology, produced, this is one of our latest products, like this product actually would emphasize actually reduce the passenger stress and their uncertainty and increase their satisfaction by providing the information every step of their journey to the airport. It is our passenger flow management system. It really ensures the seamless passenger flow through the entire boarding and arrival process to maximize usage of airport resources, which helps at the airport very much, but to offer a passenger a positive passenger journey by informing the passenger about waiting times on those bottlenecks and to predict how long will it take to reach to a certain points at the gate. Aligned with health precaution of COVID-19. Platform also control the social distancing. So with some cameras, and also regularly measures the air quality by providing passenger more comfortable feeling. So perhaps this product could definitely boost the quality of service of your airport as well. Pero, based on your experience, long time with years at the airports, can you share some of your valuable thoughts?
Thank you, Slavica. I think that you summarized very well and you catch all the points. But I will add something from operational view. First of all, the world recognized the increasingly important role new innovations in technology play for the airport community. And also it shows the teamwork and symbiosis between the teams, their mutual understanding and willingness to help and support each other. And this is very important. In this team effort, very important role has our IT team, who can understand our operational way of thinking, working with us together to achieve the operational excellence. Our effort to understand each other and working as one body is rewarded with this ASI ASQ award for several years in a row. I think that from operational side, this is the crucial point. Peter?
Great. Thank you very much in this case, both Slavica as well as Pero. Let's now move on to our next topic, which is use of technology in achieving operational excellence. So with regards to airports should adopt innovative solutions to excel operational excellence, addressing the change of mindsets of the passengers to promote a safe and seamless passenger journey, as well as look forward for advanced ways of boosting their revenue. The question I have for both you two, so how is it possible to leverage the latest technologies as a driving force for operational excellence? Let's start with you in this case, Slavica. What are your views on this question?
Well, achieving operational excellence has always been at the core of airport operations. To find ways to optimize passenger flow without compromising security and comfort, to deal with the rising passenger count to the existing airport infrastructure. Airports are always turning for an answers to technology. But with the aviation business undergoing dramatic changes due to this COVID-19 crisis, new approaches are needed to manage operations in the most efficient possible way. And this is where TAV Technologies is coming at the stage. We have a lot of products in our portfolio, but it will take another whole webinar to touch all the points. So I will focus on what we are doing lately. I would like to present actually Total Airport Management Suite, actually called TAMS, which is a central platform for total airport management. It includes all landside and or all airside processes, aligning with them with existing systems and integrating them into one holistic architecture. So here, TAV Technology here is really focusing on to use various resources by implementing one big data technologies with data analytics to break the standards boundaries between traditional silos IT systems. These implementations of big data technologies and data analytics, we are trying to boost with some engines, artificial intelligence-based engines, which also help airports to leverage like what-if scenarios or simulating tools powered with some business analytics. So anticipating potential bottlenecks or latent capacities in the airports will enable operators to take proactive actions. Actually, what is the core of everybody to understand is that the evolution from reactive approach towards proactive collaborative decision-making will help airports to proactively respond to the problems, applying a new way of thinking with prediction. So thinking with predictions is my message for this. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Slavica. So Pero, what are your thoughts then on leveraging the latest technologies as a driving force for operational excellence?
Achieving operational excellence through continuous improvement requires vision and planning. A team effort and close collaboration across people, processes, technologies, and organizations plays a crucial role in this segment. Airport operations are highly complex and need to be carried by sophisticated IT systems, and the communication between these systems is crucial for seamless operation. For example, Total Airport Management Suite is a central platform for total airport management, including all landside and airside processes, aligned with existing system, integrated into the holistic architecture and futurist multiply solutions, covering flight management, airport resource management, capacity planning, commercial management, and ground handling services. Air travel continues to be more complex year by year. So effective planning of operations is critical for airports. Airports have limited resources that have to be managed efficiently to maximize the benefit taken from each resource. It is crucial to provide the optimum assignment for each. Any delay or any disruption due to lack of resource availability harms operational flow and passenger experience directly. So, a resource management system enables efficient use of airport resources through the better planning and optimum use of resources, thus improving the passenger experience, which also named as resource optimization and tracking application is the key for effective planning of the operations at the airport, like stand and gate management, check-in desk management, carousel management, chute management also. Also, this system reduces manual work and increase efficiency through the airport and enables smoother operational planning with its advanced integration capabilities. The system also increases operational productivity, delivering higher levels of passenger and airline satisfaction also. Considering the evolving needs in air travel, there are several concerns for airport regarding security, capacity, and time management. Also, operations cost. It is highly beneficial to offer a seamless passenger experience with secure and affordable solution. Check-in desks, gates, and all the other things can be shared among multiple airlines while maximizing the efficient use of airport resources with TAV Technologies CAPS. Airline application can be delayed and accessed by authorized users on the platform with a standard methodology. In line with this, the latest IATA CAPS specifications, those airports do not need to customize the application for each vendor separately. Effective baggage management is crucial for passenger satisfaction also, flight safety and operational efficiency. Success in the airline and airport business heavily relies on trust. Lost or misplaced baggage could cause severe consequences for passengers and harm customer experience. Baggage reconciliation system is an advanced solution that contributes to flight safely and operational efficiency through automating the process of reconciliation passengers and their checked baggage. Handheld terminals guide the baggage handlers during the loading process and indicate whether the baggage is authorized to be loaded onto the aircraft based on the real-time data received from departure control system. Eliminating the complexity of passenger flow in the airport is possible with the technologies passenger flow platform. Effective passenger flow management means better passenger experience, more leisure time spent in the airport, advertising in most crowded areas, making staff and asset utilization predictable, and increase in revenues. Passenger flow management platform follows the passenger touch points through smart cameras and passenger flow in controlled regularity to detect unexpected cases. Airport users can access passenger flow management platform responsive architecture anywhere at any time on their Androids and iOS systems, devices. The platform sends automatic notification every time the preferred GPI threshold is exceeded to control each step of the passenger journey. This system and integrated Teams channel, the platform use technology to reduce waiting times at the airport, optimize passenger experience, and increase airport revenues and covers every step of the passenger journey within the airport. This, of course, will increase passenger satisfaction and efficiency at the airports. Peter?
Yes, thank you very much, Pero. Okay, so from this point, let's now talk about digital transformation. We'd like to discuss on how digital transformation can support operational excellence and how agility can be sustained by digital transformation. So, in this case, over to you, Pero. Why is it important to integrate the processes and systems to achieve maximum productivity within airport operations?
Automation will be needed to manage passenger growth, first of all. Digitalization is the first step toward automation, which will facilitate a smoother flow of the passenger into and around the airport, easing congestion. They also offer a more personalized service in the process. For example, automatic bag drops allow passengers to retrieve their booking biometrically instead of using a boarding pass, saving valuable seconds that would otherwise compound as hundreds of passengers check their bags on the flights. Less congestion across this touch point will allow the airport of the future to become more experiential, offering passengers more time to explore the airport, to retail and entertainment options through the terminal. Offsite passenger handling will become an industry standard. To cope with this rising passenger numbers, airport will have to use cloud-based technology to alleviate the congestion of passenger process. Cloud can be used to roll out pop-up check-in kiosk, which can be deployed in any location that's convenient for the passenger. That means benefit being these are scalable according to the demand and require no new infrastructure investment. In the future, we are going to see off-airport services become the normal, while check-in halls are reduced and repurposed. As other airport processes are becoming more modernized and efficient, processes around the airport, such as security, and beginning to develop bottlenecks through the terminal. In fact, there are some travelers who choose flight based on queuing time. Fortunately, this uptake, the biometric technology has the ability to use the pressure across the multiple touch points around the airport. The industry needs to continue to test and innovate the technology to create seamless and experience for all travelers. Greener airport will become much more important in the coming years also. An increasing concern for the global travel industry is the carbon footprint left by all travel stakeholders. In response to the public pressure, many organizations are pleading to reduce emissions. Also, Airport Council International Europe set a target to cut the collective emission of European airports to zero by 2050. To address this issue of carbon emissions, airports shall implement green technology. I have some technical problem, just a moment. To implement some greener airports will become much more important in the coming years as the world becomes more conscious about the combating with climate change. These are the major points about this question. Peter?
Thank you for that, Pero. Now, over to you in this case, Slavica. What is a passenger-centric airport, and what are the IT solutions for this concept?
Well, passenger-centric. This passenger-centric approach, as the name says, puts the passenger in the center of future solutions. So whatever we do, we will need to try to indulge or satisfy passengers' needs. But meeting the needs of passengers will increasingly become a competitive factor for airports. as consumer demands require more individualized, low-touch or hands-free experiences, it is vital that airports provide a more efficient and tech-centric experiences. So airports would need more digital integrations and more systems that will enhance the speed and passenger flow while keeping the passenger updated with the real-time information. With some contactless and mobile notification that can reach passengers via their mobile devices. They will need more service, more self-service and more biometric solution at play as well. So driving in the direction of passenger-centric airports, TAV Technologies have developed another tool. It's called pre-order management platform to indulge the passengers even more. So this is order management system specifically designed for airports and air traveler passengers. The platform enables passengers to select and order their food or beverage from airport restaurant menus before they arrive at the airport or while they're doing the check-in process. So the platform provides convenience both for passengers and for retailers. So the airport can benefit from it and the passengers can benefit from it. This product was developed as an answer to the situation when we have been all locked down or we have traveling in the pandemic period, but we were not allowed to eat in the restaurant. So this could speed up or enhance the passenger experience, not lefting out the passengers without food and to keep their satisfaction. So this is just one example of how do we satisfy personal needs of our passengers with the tool and with the technology. Just been trying always to give some examples so in order that the audience can understand what kind of products we develop. In general, as the airport industry become an increasingly competitive landscape, implementing a holistic approach that utilizes key emerging technologies within security integration, which is important, and putting inside of that all the passengers' needs, airports can gain competitive edge and increase their overall operational efficiency while providing a best-in-class experience for their customer. So yes, technology can do a lot to put the passenger in the center of everything. Thank you, Peter.
Great, thank you very much for that, Slavica. Just to expand upon that then, we'll start with first of you, Slavica, before we go over to Pero. What do you suggest then about cost optimization?
Well, I love this question. This is the topic that I'm personally very good at. I love optimizations and cost savings. And along with the modernized airport systems and operational excellence approach, TAV Technologies ensures to provide cost optimization opportunities to every aspect of their approach. This is actually our competitive advantage among other aviation system vendors. We are not just a vendor that provides software tools or different products because we have a lot of in our portfolio. We are not just providing IT infrastructure projects, not just turnkey solution for airports. What we are really good at is that TAV Technologies is a leading master system integrator company. So we simplify our customers' complex projects and ensure that they get maximum benefit by decreasing costs and increasing profitability. So yes, integration of everything with everything is really important. We're constantly analyzing. As I already mentioned, we are practically leading at our airports because we have our local teams, our headquarter teams, but in general we are really present and we are really living at the airports. As you can see behind me is the terminal building. I'm living at the airport. So we are constantly analyzing the processes of different departments. We are integrating our TAV Technologies products with other vendor systems. We are integrating systems of 2 or 3 different vendors, and we are providing more optimized processes with excelled efficiency and dramatical decrease of the costs. Most of the time, we are providing faster processes without usage of additional employment, or even remove the usage of a human factor by deploying technology and integration, which provides enormous savings, and in some cases, additional revenue generation. So, Pero, what is your perspective on this?
Thank you, Slavica. I think that you say most of it. I'll say that airports are complex, technology advanced, and expensive. They are on the forefront of modern travel, with tens of thousands of passengers moving through the largest hub every day. They handle government travel, business travel, and leisure travel. They deal with thousands of tons of baggage, both checked and carried on. And on top of all, these other demands, they must be safe and secure. This means that an airport is very costly to operate. Construction costs are soaring as both the cost of materials and labor continue to rise. Day-to-day operations are expensive, especially as security continues to expand and new technologies go into use in operations, while impacting the entire ecosystem of airports, airlines, and support services. I will mention several points in terms of cost optimization. First of all, digitalize the airport operation with building analytics. This will affect. Optimize heating, ventilation, air conditioning equipment to reduce energy use and cost. Extend equipment life cycles and make smarter CapEx decisions with data-driven maintenance. It's also very important. Make more efficient use of on-site teams and subcontractors. That will help a lot for cost savings. These are the proven use cases for technology-driven transformation across airports and related industries across key parts of an airport value chain. This addresses critical improvements in the cost, reliability, effectiveness, and sustainability of core airport. Peter?
Great, thank you very much for that, Pero. Now, before we enter our Q&A session, let's go to our final topic, which discusses on the future of airport IT implementations for airport operations. So, in this case, between both yourself, you could say in this case, Lavisa, as well as Pero, please share some future insights on how to digitalize airport communities in terms of the way they manage operational processes to come to the next level of operational excellence. Let's start with you in this case, Lavisa. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, dear, as Pero mentioned a few seconds ago, the aviation sector is experiencing rapid growth, with demand projected to 8.2 billion air travelers per year by 2037. The growing availability of affordable air travel has considerably widened aviation's role in the society. So air travel is no luxury at all. So we can expect higher numbers, higher congestions and everything. So this is the reason that accurate and optimal use of airports, ground handling and airline resources is more valuable than ever. Today, the efficient use of these limited resources is a matter of operational excellence. Capturing the perfect harmony in airport operations is only possible by using next-generation technologies within the airport infrastructure. Airport communities need to digitalize the way they manage operational processes to come to the next level of operational excellence. We can talk a lot about smart airport technologies. We are already witnessing with years back that there are a lot of queues, automated queues that are replacing check-in counters, a lot of paperless boarding. So the technology is going in that direction with many years, but we need something more, something extra, something next. So this is that TAV Technologies is really focusing on. So we have a big R&D department really trying to address all these new things that are coming and how to optimize the things. Actually, optimization is really, really crucial. So for creating next generation airport management system, TAV Technologies is bringing their vast technical and operational expertise to smart airport management domain by applying cutting edge technologies. This is the first area that we are really focusing on. But I've already speak about TAM system, about next generation airport platform. This is the area that we are really focusing on, but really focusing a lot. Because TAV Technologies will try to improve operational performance and efficiency by adopting artificial intelligence and machine learning, delivering a performance-driven airport through a holistic monitoring of demand and capacity. So TAV Technologies believes that predictive capabilities will help providing one of the most valuable assets in the aviation ecosystem, improving operational efficiency through the next generation airport management systems. So what I would, let's say, suggest to the audience in just 3 words will be stay proactive, stay agile, and think predictive. That's it.
Thank you. Great. Thank you very much for that, Slavisa. Pedro, what are your thoughts then regarding future insights on digitalizing airport communities and operational processes?
Thank you, Peter. According to the International Air Transport Association, 2020 marked the worst year in the history of the aviation industry. While many players in this sector are still emerging from the chaos reaped by COVID, the crisis has accelerated and demanded technological changes that address the critical issues the industry faces in the COVID world. The aviation industry has had no choice but to adapt to the new normal. Concerning airports operation, this has led to making everything as contactless and digital as possible. For example, many airports have already revolutionized the check-in process to minimize human-to-human interaction. Today, at many airports locations, automated kiosks have taken the place of traditional check-in desk, and digital signage helps guide customers through the boarding process. Other examples of increasing digitalization include security clearance and advanced object and body scanning technology, paperless boarding passes, and automated boarding process. All these things are the things that we should consider in the future to implement everywhere. The entire aviation industry, like many others, is moving to the cloud. Not only does this help to reduce the most criticized carbon footprint, but also delivers many other benefits. The ability to track the passenger right through the check-in and boarding process autonomously provides several advantages, such as improved security also. We are following the passenger all the time, and we know the location. Airports are costly operations themselves. Even just the slightest efficiency saving provided by technology enabled sensor-based lighting can be delivered considerable cost reductions. Airport will have to use all artificial intelligence and machine learning to deliver insights into retail spending, security process, travel patterns, bedroom facilities, parking, checking habits, and much more. Such a wide-ranging analysis can only be carried out simultaneously with the help of all-based program and machine learning algorithms. Camera-enabled crowd density monitors already help to control passenger flow through the high-traffic areas. In other cases, radar and 3D sensors have been repurposed to improve physical distancing and manage people flow across terminals. Other social distancing technology, including virtual queuing, security checkpoints reservation, and bingo boarding, also, which help to reduce crowding along the passenger journey, and it will increase the passenger satisfaction. For example, advanced booking system will help passenger avoid sitting next to young children or infants, thereby potentially avoiding noisy flights. Also, self-service kiosks will be loaded with biometric technologies such as facial recognition, and it will be very important in the future. Contactless technology will shortly penetrate almost all aspects of flying, including how we are paying for items, how we board on a plane, and how we interact with in-flight entertainment system also. Technologies such as virtual reality and augmented reality could be powerful tools to help people visualize their upcoming trips. The use of the metaverse could expand way beyond stimulating customer demand and into use cases like creating a collaboration platform for remote workers, cabin training, aircraft maintenance, design, and of course, airport operation. For example, launching 3D virtual space where remote participants use virtual reality to collaborate using features like whiteboards, sharing videos, web pages, and presentation as they would in the physical world. The way we work and collaborate has already changed drastically in the past couple of years since the pandemic hit, so it won't come as a surprise if the metaverse eventually becomes the next Zoom or Teams. In conclusion, in just a decade, the passenger journey and airport experience will be unrecognizable from the human-dependent process we encounter today. The roots of this smart airport paradigm shift is planned through existing advances in cloud, biometrics, and all technologies that we can implement in our airports. Peter?
Thank you very much, Pero, as well as Slavisa. Just a quick reminder to the audience, in order to ask questions, you could type them into the box at the top right-hand corner of your screen. But let's dive into our Q&A session for today's panel discussion. So one person asks, does the product only focus on passenger side, or is it also cargo or handling? This is open to either you, in this case, Pero, or in this case, Slavica. So between you two, which
actually it doesn't say which product. I could not understand for which product they are interested in. Like I've mentioned Tom Solution. I mentioned several of them, but I'm not sure for which product they are referring. However, I could not, as I already said, if I speak about all the products that we have in our portfolio, it will take another webinar. However, we are at the moment providing or developing, and it's in a phase of production, the tool that is for the biggest ground handling operators in Turkey. So it might, because you will leave our contacts if this person specifically asks some details. There is a lot that we are doing in that terms that is specifically taking care of the processes which are really complex, because ground handling operations are not on the land side and in the terminal, and what we are usually aware of as the passengers, but it happens on the air side, where we have a lot of machines, a lot of elevators, landing, handling, transportation, GPUs, de-icing, and a lot of stuff. So it's a really complex process, and we really do have a nice, as I already mentioned, we practically live at the airports. So having that experience in our hands, we have developed a very good tool for ground handling. I would use this opportunity maybe to invite whoever is following or participating to this event to visit us at the Passenger Terminal Expo. We will be presenting, actually we will have the stand there as every year next to the ADP group. So since we are all together as one, we have two booths, and you can visit us at the Passenger Terminal Expo and get informed about all the products that we have, or you can schedule a meeting. I will be also there at the stand and be very happy to answer to all your questions live if you come to visit us there at Paris. This year in June, between 15th and 17th of June, we'll be there, and we will be very happy to welcome you there. Any other question?
Sure. Thank you very much, Lavisa. So this question falls between both yourself as well as Pero. One person asked, do you have any frontline worker solutions to increase productivity, either above or below the wing? And how are you using mobile devices to enhance employee satisfaction and therefore improve customer experiences?
So I think that you can explain from technological aspect.
Well, I'm not sure about what the person means about below or under the wing, and according to me, it looks like it is referring to something that is going on at the airside, which I already explained, and it could be really covered by a ground handling suit that we are providing. But as for the employees or customer satisfactions, we are using mobile devices and applications, especially for these ISQ questionnaires, for which we are referring to our regularly to our customers at the airport. But as well, passenger flow management system is having something in the set of tools which provides could give, like for instance, if the customers would like to share the opinion of the cleanliness of the toilets or the satisfaction of ground handling employees. So we have some products, we have some IoT here, we are trying in that field.
QR codes also.
Again, if you have some kind of specific questions to us, they can set afterwards. We also have, as a mobile devices or to enhance satisfaction of the passengers, we have a mobile applications that can give information specific about the flights and some other things that are going on at the airport. But for more specific answers, perhaps the audience can give proper questions to us via email if the answers were not enough.
Sure.
Do we have any other questions?
Pedro, any thoughts or any insights onto that?
I agree with Slavica. As much as possible, she explained what's going on at the airport. We have tablets, we have QR codes that are available for the passenger and for the employees. They can share their thoughts and they can share their experience through the passenger flow that they have, and we are here to hear them and after that adjust ourselves according to their wishes. Thank you, Peter.
Great, thank you for that, Pedro. Another person asked then, what is the most effective tool you have seen in reducing passenger wait times?
Slavica?
I already started and I give the explanation about that. This is our latest product that we are developing. It is the passenger flow management system. We are using the specific cameras for which we are analyzing the crowds and the distance among passengers. And at the same time, we are doing the analysis and measurements and dashboards. One of the dashboards go to the management, so they could normally allocate additional gate, allocate additional counter, allocate additional check-in. But we are also presenting the information for the passengers, which means the bottlenecks are usually check-in areas or a very long time of waiting in front of passport control. So on the big monitors, the passengers could analyze and see what is the waiting time in the certain queue, how long does it take for them to reach certain point, certain bottleneck. So pretty much passenger flow management system. There were very few of those solutions on the market previously. So we tried to make one of our own and to be better than the competition. We will see if we have achieved the targets.
I can say only that it's much more easier to monitor operations with this system. The system uses state-of-art technology, such as flight delay prediction for efficient resource planning, and helps airport to take better decisions. So I think that it's much more, we have a lot of help with this system. Peter?
Great, thank you very much for that, Pedro. And just a quick reminder to the audience, if you did not get your question answered, they could be answered at a later date. So that just leaves me to thank both, in this case, Slavisa, as well as Pero for what a great presentation, and to TAV Technologies for sponsoring this event. Now to all the attendees, you'll receive an email shortly on how you can access the on-demand version, or you can access it at our website, www.business-review-webinars.com. We look forward to sharing future webinars with you, so please do keep an eye out on our website, as mentioned, and follow us on Twitter at BRWebinars for daily updates, and join our LinkedIn community group. Once again, thank you all very much for attending today's session with TAV Technologies, and I hope you will have a very great day. Thank you for attending.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.